Hi everyone. So today I'm back with another problem from on SQL, and this is from Strata Scratch, and it's an SQL medium problem. So let's get started. So in this problem, you are working for a multinational company that wants to calculate the total sales across all the countries they do business in. So we need to just sum up all the sales for all the countries that they do the sales at, and it's as simple as that. And now let's look at the further information that the question is trying to provide us with. So you have two databases or two tables. One is a records of sales for all the countries and the currencies the company deals with. So this is the SF sales amount table, and if I preview it, it shows me the sales amount and the currency the sales was done in. So on the provided date, the sales amount was 50,000 in the USD currency, and in the again on first there was another sales purchase of sales amount of 20,000 but in euros. Um, um, Now the other table calculates as the deals with the exchange rate, and the exchange rate is the source currency, the target currency, and the current exchange rate. Now notice that all the target currencies are in USD, so we need to make sure the source currency that the sales amount the table had um, provided us with, we need to convert that into the target USD currency. And the next part of the question is asking us to calculate the total sales and report the sales in the USD currency, like I said, because intuitively it makes sense. They want to understand all the sum of sales across one currency format in this question, and that is in the USD currency. So let's break down this problem. Let's first ignore the part where we're looking at only the first two quarters of 2020, and let's first try to report the sales only in USD currency. Now, in order to do that, we need to perform a join such that the source currency and the currency that the sales dates are in the sales amount table are joined together, and then we find the sum based on the exchange rate. Right, so let's first do that, and let's create a table to do so. So firstly what we'll do is that we'll select star, and then in order let's just do a simple join first. So select star from SF exchange rate as, let's rename this column, so because it's too big for me to let's call it exe inner join, and then SF sales amount as sale on. We need to join it on source currency is equal to sales dot currency. We need to get the naming right for each of the columns, and we need to also join it based on the dates, because at every date you could have a different currency exchange rate. And then so sales dot date, sales underscore date. Let's see, let's run our code. Okay, great. So now we have this information, and now we need to make sure that we multiply and get the actual sum, which is exchange rate times the sales amount, right? Yeah, that will give us the sales amount in USD. So we do exchange rate times sales amount, and let's see how that works. So we do sales amount times x dot exchange rate, and then let's get all the other columns as well, and then we calculate this as final sum. Okay, great. Now let's see what is the output. We should have a final sum. Okay, so we have the sum of all the country, this of all the sales based on the dates, um, um, based on the dates provided, based on the sales dates in the USD currency, and we have made the exchange. We have changed all the all of the sales from different countries into USD dollars. If now what we need to do is that we need to calculate the total sales for the first two quarters of in 2020, right? So in order to do that, let's go here and let's save this table now, um, and let's do a date part function so we can call the quarter. So date part, so we call the quarter, and then this is from sales date as quarter, comma, sum, final sum from CTE1. Now I'm just making sure, and let's group by quarter. This should give us um, the final sums grouped by for each quarter. Great. So we have this, but they notice the other thing that they're telling us to do. They only want us to report the sales in USD currency, and I also want to see if we have years of 2021 in this. So we do not need to worry because as we can see, all our sales amount on those sales dates were for the years of 2020. So I don't need to do a whereby clause to only consider the year of 2020 in this case. Now group by quarter, and then it's simple from here. I just need to have a whereby function so that we have our date part um, um, quarter. We are only considering the year, um, the first two quarters, so sales date in 1 comma 2. So let's run the code, and that's it. Now I think this should work. Let's submit it and see. And perfect, this worked. And this was the total sales in different currencies. It's a medium problem from in SQL in Stratus Scratch. So I hope the problem was clear. Feel free to leave a comment if you guys have another way or a better way to write this query, and I'll see you all next time.